defeated the Red Ribbon Army. Mario, Goku, and Luigi have met up with Bowser. They realize that they don't have all the Dragon Balls. Some guy called Bowser has them. Mario and Luigi has never heard of Bowser before, as they never met him before. This will be the first of many altercations between Mario, Luigi, and Bowser. All three characters, are going to eventually meet. Meanwhile, at Bowser's base, Kamek comes to Bowser, saying, "We have 4 of the 7 Dragon Balls. And apparently, we have taken it 2 more, but apparently, one is owned by these 2, plumbers, people with 2 guys in, overalls." So Bowser? 2 guys in overalls. Let's get the easy Dragon Balls out of the way. Okay, that will be very easy. Okay, see, as well. This'll be fun. But meanwhile, something else is happening. There is a martial arts tournament coming. Goku wants to compete with it, but also is warned about the Crane School. Tien Senhan and the Crane School, Mario and Luigi may be strong, but they're not the strongest people in the world, obviously. They're on par with Goku at this point. They're also on the same age as Goku at this point. Bowser is on the same age as Goku as well. So really, Kamek is the one running the show. Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings don't even exist yet. And Bowser is looking for the Dragon Balls to basically, because he wants world domination. Okay? But Bowser is struggling to find the last 2. Meanwhile, the tournament goes on. There will be, more other characters in the tournament, but the main characters will be Mario, Luigi, Goku, Tien, and Chaozu and Krillin. Yamsa. They all made it. One other, and Jackie Chun also makes it in, so there won't be any original characters. Mario fights Chaozu. Chaozu gets defeated by Mario. Okay, Mario is stronger than Chaozu, even though Chaozu had all those hacks and abilities. Mario is just outright stronger than Chaozu. Mario and Luigi have been traveling since Goku since day 1. They defeated the Pilaf game. They defeated, they were in the tournament before, where it's not too surprising Mario defeats Chaozu. Then we have Jackie Chun versus Luigi. Luigi is, way more of a pushover, per se. But Jackie Chun does defeat Luigi as well. And also we have Krillin versus Tien. Tien wins that one. Tien is way more powerful than Krillin as well. That's not too surprising there. Which means it'll be Jackie Chun. And then, of course, Goku versus Krillin. Like last time, Goku and Krillin battle, but Goku edges out over the top. Like the first tournament as well. Okay? And also, we're now in the finals. Okay? As well. And the semifinals, Tien beats Jackie Chun as well. So Tien defeats Jackie Chun with his Master Roshi. And now it's Goku versus Mario. Mario uses all the techniques he can, including his new pyrokinesis powers, which yes, Mario has natural pyrokinesis as well. But Goku narrowly edges out a victory against, Mario. Okay, Mario has gotten way more powerful, and Mario was able to defeat Chaozu with no difficulty. And now Tien's scared because he saw Mario beat Chaozu with almost no difficulty. Okay, Mario had, Chaozu has psychic powers, but Mario also has somewhat psychic powers. He can use pyrokinesis as well, and also being a style child, or the style children. Well, Mario can also, use various abilities as well, and can also use various power-ups as well in his battles, okay? And of course, the fight happens very similar in the real Dragon Ball, where I think Tien won against Goku, okay? And despite winning, Tien starts to, because of the battle of Goku, Tien starts to realize that, like in the original anime, hey, maybe, I picked the wrong master, and Master Roshi offers him say, hey, if you want to get a second chance, you should, But then Sokka happens. Krillin is dead, but not by but not by one of Piccolo's minions. This time, it was one of Bowser's minions. Okay, Bowser basically wants to get the Dragon Ball so that he can basically become the eternal ruler of Earth. Yeah, that's teenage Bowser for you. Okay, but it was basically by like a Rita Cooper. Okay, we'll just say it's a Bruce L. Cooper from the Mario movie. So Goku, out of a fit of rage, chases the Bruce L. Cooper. Okay, and then they have 6 of the set. Bowser now because they knocked out Krillin, because Krillin had the Dragon Ball on him. They killed Krillin. Basically, now Goku is chasing Bowser. Now, the battle against Bowser begins. Okay, Bowser. Okay, Goku is pretty powerful. Okay, but then Bowser. Bowser is twice as powerful as Goku is. Okay, Kid Goku is pretty powerful, but Bowser is twice as powerful. We're not fighting, against King Piccolo, who is weakened by old age. We're fighting Bowser in his teenage prime. Okay, Bowser is the king of the Koopas. Of course, because he is the king of the Koopas, he has natural strength and power, which comes with being a king. Mario and Luigi realizes how much of a threat Bowser could be, and also appear alongside Goku. Okay, the battle is fought, but all 3 of them together could not beat Bowser. No matter how many tricks, no matter what they do, Bowser comes out on top. Okay, Bowser wins against Mario and Luigi. There is no way Bowser loses in this battle. Bowser uses all of his abilities and then gets the Dragon Balls. But someone else appears. King Piccolo. For some reason, someone released King Piccolo out of containment. Yes, someone released King Piccolo. Now it's King Piccolo versus Bowser. Okay, King Piccolo fights against Bowser, but Bowser nearly, King Piccolo, managed to also get the Dragon Balls before Bowser. While Bowser was fighting, he was the one with the last Dragon Ball, and he basically wishes for his youth back. Both Bowser and King Piccolo are on the same strength, around the same power. Okay, this is a problem for Bowser, as Bowser is a more inexperienced fighter than King Piccolo. Okay, Bowser is defeated and has to retreat. Now, the King Piccolo saga begins. Okay, Goku is called by Kami to do training in order to beat King Piccolo. Goku does do that and goes to Kami's lookout, and basically, Goku trains with Mr. Popo and Kami to learn many more techniques. And then he goes down to fight King Piccolo. Okay? Meanwhile, he meets Yajirobe, like in the original Dragon Ball. Basically, because that's the one new character that's introduced. Again, Yajirobe won't be much of an importance in the story, as he is basically like, he has stays on core and sour, but yep, he is still in the story. He only appears like 2 or 3 times more in the story, so, yeah. However, he goes to a strange and mysterious jungle island. Piccolo is now invading the Kong Kingdom. Okay, Cranky Kong is not yet an old Kong yet, he is still defeated by King Piccolo. King Piccolo wants to take down the Kong Kingdom, as the Kongs were instrumental to sealing King Piccolo. Donkey Kong's old, so let's go for more here in this crossover universe. There was another race of beings that helped seal King Piccolo. It was the Kong race. Okay, the Kongs were a race of gorillas and monkeys, basically, because Diddy Kong's a monkey, based on a spider monkey, but basically a race of apes. Okay, Basically, the Kongs in this world speak just like anybody else because, again, this is Dragon Ball. Okay, you have a little dog as a king. Okay, the Kongs, the ancestors of the old ancestors of Donkey Kong, helped Master Roshi seal King Piccolo. Okay, this is why King Piccolo is seeking revenge on the Kong Island. Okay, because King Piccolo knows that Donkey Kong's long lost ancestors defeated him. Okay, with the help of Master Roshi as well. Okay, Donkey Kong appears for the first time in the story, and no, unlike in the original Mario games, Donkey Kong never kidnaps Pauline. Okay, I get that was in the 80s, and stuff, but in this timeline, we're using like how it was in the Mario movie. The Kongs have their own separate island, their own separate world, and King Piccolo attacks the Kong Kingdom. Okay, this is a costly mistake against Goku. Also, with the help of Mario Luigi, as well. Also end down. Mario and Luigi know that Bowser was going to the Kong Kingdom to fight them, so there was a battle between Donkey Kong and King Piccolo. Okay, Donkey Kong fights pretty hard against King Piccolo. He uses all of his techniques, which is just punching and fighting, but loses at the ultimate end. And is defeated quite handily. And, yeah, Donkey Kong is defeated. However, Goku returns. King Piccolo is surprised that Goku returns. Also, Mario and Luigi do. This time, the three of them overcome, King Piccolo and defeat him. But before King Piccolo is dead, King Piccolo spits out an egg in the Kong Kingdom. Okay, the Kongs realize this and take it and tell Goku to take this egg to Kami so it can be raised correctly. Goku responds and gives the egg to Kami. Goku explains that this egg contains Piccolo's Junior, okay, or Piccolo now, the Piccolo for now, that helps the Sea Fighters, and basically Kami will make sure that this Piccolo is a good person and not evil like King Piccolo, as he explains that all the things about Namekians, as Kami was originally from Namek. He explains that his race was actually a good-natured people, and that this planet is very different and corrupted the nameless Namekian, who he used to be a part of, as well. So Goku, Luigi, and Mario go off on their way there, and however, Donkey Kong has another problem. Yes, we're going to bring him into the story, King K. Rool. Okay, Yoshi has been on train on Yoshi's Island for a while. Yoshi has been a part of the story, but Yoshi went to Yoshi's Island to train. He wasn't a part of the tournament as he's a Yoshi, but Yoshi is back, and Yoshi is officially a part of the Sea Fighters. Mario also meets Pete, and basically they start, Actually, I think it's too early for that. Okay, Mario does meet Pete and Luigi does meet Daisy, but they're, in the beginning of their relationships, obviously. However, with Donkey Kong, an ancient foe, a crocodile, appears. King K. Rool invades the Kong Island. Donkey Kong has fought and foes before. The Tikis, which were, nothing. The freeze people from Tropical Freeze, well, those were nothing. But this King K person means business. This guy is very strong. King K is not as strong as Bowser or King Piccolo was. But Donkey Kong, like in the Donkey Kong Country games, with the help of Diddy Kong, who is of course half the strength of Donkey Kong, but he is still pretty powerful, and Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong actually work together quite well. With the both of them, they do defeat King K. Rool, and basically the events are very, very similar to the original Donkey Kong Country games, where King K. Rool is eventually thwarted and defeated. Now, we're going through the next tournament. This time, Donkey Kong enters the tournament. as Donkey Kong, the Kong tribe, and everyone is shocked at the Kong tribe, who has been isolated for at least a couple centuries, finally has contact with humans again. This is mostly due to Donkey Kong and now Cranky Kong, and also Cranky Kong finally getting rid of the isolationist nature they have had. Okay, this is called, and also so so Goku trained for 40, and before the tournament happened, everybody did their own train. Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi did their own train. Goku did train, also with Piccolo, who this time is not evil from the start, is actually good from the start, so we don't have to worry about Piccolo being evil. Kami isn't sent down to stop Piccolo, as Piccolo is good from the start. The tournament goes very differently. Okay, all four of the Mario characters entered this time. Make it into the final 8. Piccolo, Goku, Krillin, and Yamcha all make it. Oh no, okay, not Yamcha. Tien all make it into the final. Yamcha didn't even make it into the top 8 as well. Tien enters. It's Tien versus Yoshi. Tien has never seen Yoshi. That's because Yoshi has been on the Yoshi's Island a lot of the time, but Mario Luigi remember that Yoshi exists. Yoshi, existed, and they went to go call him for help. Yoshi has actually got pretty much stronger on Yoshi's Island. He is the weakest of all of the Z fighters at this current moment, besides Yajirobe and Yamcha, who didn't even make it into the tournament, but Yoshi is defeated by, Tien. But, Tien is actually surprised a dinosaur, simple dinosaur is so strong. Of course, dinosaurs are not out of place in the Dragon Ball world, as Goku literally fights a little T-Rex. You also have Mario versus Luigi. Mario slightly comes out on top of Luigi in the martial arts battle. Again, Mario and Luigi see this as a good match, but basically Mario and Luigi are almost equal in power. It's really the one who had the better battle intelligence wins at the very end, which Mario wins slightly because of Luigi's more clumsy nature. And then we have, of course, Piccolo versus Tien, of course. Piccolo defeats Tien. And of course, we have the final battle. Goku versus Donkey Kong. And Goku, who is now a teenager now, defeats Donkey Kong. But what about Titi? Titi was in the original series tournament. However, Titi, because of Donkey Kong, couldn't make it in. But Titi is still upset that Goku doesn't recognize her, and demands a fight against Goku. So the announcers just allow it, and the same thing happens in the original as well. So yes, all of the plot is now going back to how it's according to be. And basically, we have the next battle, which is Mario versus Goku again. Goku, of course, comes out on top against Mario, and the battle is now against Piccolo versus Goku. And like in the original, Goku slightly comes out on top over Piccolo. The difference is Piccolo isn't trying to kill Goku the whole time, so Goku won't be super injured the whole time, which means Goku for the first time wins the martial arts tournament. And yeah, Piccolo basically overcame Tien, which isn't too surprising there. And now, we're now at the end of Z. However, before Raditz shows up, there's gonna be 2 pesky people Mario had to deal with. And what about Bowser? Okay, Bowser was defeated by King Piccolo. Bowser was humiliated by him. Now Bowser being older, Bowser, this is before the Raditz saga, because they gotta add in Mario and Waluigi, who have not really been involved in the story. Also, Rosalina hasn't been involved yet. And also, Bowser seeks revenge against Mario, Luigi, and Goku. Bowser is much older, and also, Bowser has his son, which is Bowser Jr., obviously, to an unnamed mother, okay? As well. Also, Bowser will adopt the Koopalings later on in the storyline, which will be a pretty important part of the story. But now we're in Dragon Ball Z, okay? And Raditz is about to start. But before Raditz, we're going to introduce Wario and Waluigi to the story. So basically, Bulma calls Goku, okay, because two people are stealing from the Capsule Corp, okay, they eventually found was Yajirobe, but it was a guy wearing yellow overalls, Wario, okay, with his brother Waluigi, okay. Yes, Waluigi will be in the story, even though Nintendo hates Waluigi so much. Waluigi is such a popular and fan favorite character that we can't leave him out the storyline, okay, as well. Okay, Wario and Waluigi, Goku shows up with Mario and Luigi. They fight Wario and Waluigi. However, Goku said that they are good in both of them. As heck, in their own games, Wario becomes a good guy and actually saves people. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same case for Waluigi. Just because they're called Bad Mario and Bad Luigi doesn't mean they're actually evil people. There's people who are misguided. Also, Wario is one of the style children, like with Donkey Kong and Bowser and Peach. Okay. Also, Peach and Daisy do become Sea Fighters as well. They did not participate in the tournament though, but they do become Sea Fighters. So the Sea Fighters is actually much bigger in this timeline in the Mario crossover. Cause you have all the little Sea Fighters, plus Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy. See, Mario and Luigi, not yet, but they will eventually become Sea Fighters. You'll have Gohan, who has been thus born. You'll have Donkey Kong as a Sea Fighter, and Yoshi as a Sea Fighter as well. So, and also Toad as a Sea Fighter. Yeah, Toad has been introduced, as well. Most Toads don't fight, but there has been one Toad that Peach has been looking out for as basically her personal bodyguard that will help Mario and Luigi on their journeys as well. Peach, of course, though, is the leader of the Mushroom Kingdom, but also, like in the Mario movie and also in Peach Soul Time, Peach does want to protect herself because she doesn't want to be. She knows she has to. She doesn't like Bowser. Okay, the Mushroom Kingdom and the Koopa Kingdom have been at war, for a while now. With the help of Mario and Luigi and also Toad, the brave Toad, the good Toad. Most Toads don't want to fight. They're peaceful people like the Mechians. Okay, but there is one Toad that wants to fight, so that Toad will become a Sea Fighter. Also, Diddy Kong will also be a Sea Fighter as well, which means that Sea Fighters are in a much, much larger group. Which means Nappa will have to get prepared for this new Sea Fighters. Also, Raditz will be astonished by the huge group that will be as well. And we'll cut the story off. Raditz arrives on Earth and arrives to the Master Roshi's Island, where Goku's first shows his son. Goku, of course, did not show Bulma his son at Capsule Corp and Wario and Waluigi were invading as well. Wario and Waluigi begrudgingly go because they're under watch by Bulma. Okay, of course, Mario and Luigi, Peach, Daisy are there, Yoshi, Toad, all of the Mario characters are there, Yoshi, Toad, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, all of these characters are there, except for Bowser, but Bowser is doing his own thing. Raditz arrives, and I think we're going to leave the story there, and goodbye.